Hey guys, it's Cerulean Jake bringing to you another episode of Fire Emblem Engage. Let's go ahead and head back to the Somniel and see what else there is to do. Hopefully a lot more. They really don't start you out with a whole lot, and it's kind of a shame because there's a lot of really cool things that you could do at the Somniel. I do know a few of them are going to be locked off for significantly longer. Expansion Pass bonus number 1. So you get these for purchasing the DLC, and every single one of these items is a permanent stat booster. Very, very helpful items. Update bonus number 1. I guess you just get these as, like, you updated the game? I don't know. Expansion Pass bonus number 2. We got some silver weapons, which are the highest tier weapons that you can possibly get. We got a lot of bond fragments, we got some money, and we got some books. These skill books are very, very helpful. Get more into what those do later. I'm going to be real with you. Probably won't end up using this very much. And we can now manage our skills. Thank God. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. Over here to the left, we immediately have the armory and the shop now available. We will be visiting these periodically, as they will not only rotate their stuff, but just generally have good stuff.
Now about the shop.
Yes. What do you have right now? So you have Heal and Illum. This will light the way. We definitely don't need any of that right this minute. We have some tonics. For those of you who are playing through the more difficulties, you might consider these. They are limited stock at the moment, but they will certainly help out in a pinch. We also have some antitoxin, which is just vulnerary but better. But currently, we can't buy more than one, whereas vulneraries are infinite stock. And I will say, you don't need to worry about these running out forever. As they restock with new items, they will also restock some of the old ones. To the point that some of the more redundant items, like antitoxins, will eventually become infinite as well. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. The biggest thing that we are going to note here is that we can buy more heal staffs. So we'll consider doing that, but I don't think we need it just this minute. We also have the armory.
Wow. So, about the armory.
Yeah. There's a fair amount of things that we can buy here. It's primarily just the slim and iron versions of weapons. We also have a limited access to the ranged versions of Lance and Axe, the Javelin and the Hand Axe. We have the Mini Bow and the Iron Bow. Those are, of course, basically slim and iron. But the Mini Bow does something cool in that it actually is a one-range bow. So it allows archers to be able to retaliate at one range. Now, that sounds wonderful, but in reality, this bow just doesn't do nearly enough damage to make it worth it. Just play around using your archers better. Next up, we have the short knife and the iron dagger. Yeah, we're not going to be able to use those for a little bit, so may as well just leave them in the shop. Now, here's one I actually do recommend. Surge is not a bad spell. It's not the greatest because it is only one range, and getting in one range with your mage is not the greatest, but it is a guaranteed hit, as you can see with the infinity symbol, and it is actually a bit stronger than fire. So, it's not a bad idea to take it up. This one, as a basic text, it does not attack twice. So yeah, this one's not great. Never use this. Don't even touch it. Just get rid of it if you have it. Iron body art is what you're going to want to be using for the most part. So that's what he's got over there at
Take
the
care.
armory. Nothing we necessarily need right this minute. And these two shops over here, they aren't in yet, so we don't have to worry about that. Next up, we don't have access to this yet, so that sucks. Can we actually go in here? We can! Okay, so there's a couple of things to note in here. First off, if you would like to take a look at all the rings that we have, then you can. They're very hard to see, but they are there. So we have the Ring of the Hero King right there, and the Caring Princess and the Holy Knight. They have a nice little glow attached to them, as well as the symbol that goes with them. So that's pretty cool. Then we can come over here to the central pedestal. And there's a few things we can do here. The first of which we can do is inherit skills, but I actually prefer not doing it here. There's another location where we can do it, and it's better to do it over there. When the game originally came out, this was the only location in which you could inherit skills, and running back and forth 2 load zones between each other was so annoying. Technically, you could use fast travel to jump between these 2 places with only 1 load zone, but having a load zone between them at all, well, you'll see why it was so annoying. The next thing we could do is we can create a bond ring. Now, I don't want to spend too much on this. This is a gacha system. If you don't know what a gacha system is, allow me to explain. First off, you live such a sheltered life. God bless you for not knowing what a gacha system is. But if you do know what it is, or if you know it and you just didn't know what the name of it was, then you understand when I say you select a character, you pay some sort of currency, and then you get a randomly assigned bond ring. You do not get to pick what it is. So for Marth, as you can see here, he has 10 question marks. Every single person will have 10. You can pull, and you will get randomly one of the 10 bond rings he has to offer. I will create one because, again, I don't want to spend much on this. I just want to show an example. And there we are. This is the most common. You will get a C rank, or in other words, bronze, ring of a character from Marth's home series. So this is Katarina. I want to say she started out as like a villain and then became a hero or something like that. I don't really remember. Point is, there are 10 characters from their home game that you can possibly pull. Now, if you are looking for your favorite character that isn't one of the main characters that became a emblem ring, then you could possibly pull from their associated emblem ring and maybe get them. They just won't have any bearing on the story. And they also don't really offer you much. Now you may be saying, well, hold on, those S-rank rings that you got from Fire Emblem Heroes, those had skills attached to them. Well, on every single banner, I call them a banner because that's what they usually are, 2 of the 10 possible heroes that you can pull will have special skills that they will confer upon your characters if they wear the ring. So, for example, of these 3, I personally think that there's only one of them that's actually worth pulling, and that would be an S-rank Navarre, because Navarre has sword crit rate. Any character that is wearing the ring will have bonus crit if they use a sword. Not to mention the extra stats that they get for wearing the ring. Another important thing about making rings is that they allow your character to start gaining SP, which is something you can't do if you're not wearing a ring. Something else you can do, you can meld bond rings. So if I wanted to upgrade this Katarina into a B rank, then if I were to pull so many more Katarina C ranks, I can meld them together using bond fragments, again, another waste of bond fragments in my opinion, to create a higher rank. I don't ever use this. I have never, ever, ever used this. I don't think it's important. I think that you should just pull for the one that you're looking for, and I will show you the optimal way to do that when we get a certain ring, because there is one bond ring in particular that I want. Kind of two, but I don't know. I'll consider it. The last thing you can do is you can polish rings, and this is an okay thing to do. It's not really worth a ton of time, but you could consider doing it. Alright, hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. So, polishing a ring. It's not vitally important. It's not going to make things significantly better than they once were. Here's what it is. You pick a character, and you pick a ring. Well, other order.
It will take some work.
And then you polish the ring. You find spots that it's dirty, and there we go.
You take excellent care of the ring.
And there we go. We're completely clean. And all this is accomplished is that I now have higher bond with Marth, which happens just by playing the game. It's not important, and I pretty much never do it. Next, let's see what else is available to us. After a load screen. You can see why this would get annoying, having to jump back and forth. Is this it? Ah, it's locked up. Oh, it's one of my favorite places to go. But I do see that this over here is available now, so... another thing that I generally don't do, pretty much ever, is this right here. Strength training. So what this is gonna do?
Very nice.
I believe we have a few options here.
What'll it be?
Push-ups, sit-ups, and squats. I'm not gonna go through all of these. You can boost your strength, you can boost your HP, or you could boost your dexterity for the next battle. And that's all that this does. I don't find it very helpful. I mean, I guess if you're really, like, fiending for stats, then this is a way to get them. It's really not all that helpful. Okay. Push-ups are about timing. Stop the bar in the perfect position right when it speeds up. Push-ups to complete the activity, the bar will get faster. Okay.
How hard do you want to go?
Normal, I suppose.
Perfect.
I see.
Looking good. Keep it up. You've got this. Perfect. Nice.
Yeah, it's
Looking good.
certainly what I come to my Fire Emblem games to do. You can see why I'm
You've got this.
not exactly the biggest proponent of this.
Keep it up. Nice.
There is also another way to boost your stats temporarily for the
Keep it
next
up.
battle that is not this.
Hang in there.
Alright, well, I screwed up at the
Keep
end
at
there.
it. You'll
That's
get
fine.
there.
How much do I get? 1? 2?
Let's
No.
do this again sometime.
Okay, well, it doesn't want to tell me. Or at least my eyes skipped over it, I guess. Nothing over there that we can do currently. Some more horse manure. Perfect. Love it. Go ahead and grab this and this. Now, this is something that we definitely want to take advantage of. Go to the stable, and we want to take our animals out of the stable. So what this is going to do, next time we come back from battle, these animals are going to produce items for us. This is why I made such a big deal out of getting dogs. Dogs produce the best items. You will want a total of 5 dogs and never change it off. Are we actually able to do something here now? It's showing me the cutscene. Yeah, there it is. Go ahead and grab this. You're going to want 5 dogs. You're going to want to leave them out there and never replace them. So, get 5 dogs as soon as you can.
Oh my. What in the world is this creature?
Ah, so you have found it at last.
Vander, what do you know about this little one?
Not much, unfortunately. It began to appear shortly before you awoke from your slumber. Queen Lumera once said it is something of a guardian spirit for the Somniel. Claimed to have played with it in her youth.
She did? So, this creature has been alive for a very long time. You know, I do feel a sort of affinity toward it.
It seems to have taken a liking to you as well, Divine One. Would it please you to care for it? If it is truly the guardian spirit of the Somniel, doing so may bring some manner of benefit.
What a great idea! Now that I've met it, I'd like us to be friends. Let's see. I'll call you...
And we get to name it, but I mean, Sami is a terrible name. Like, what the hell? Get this out of here. Let's name him Bubs.
Yes, I like that name. It's nice to meet you. I hope you like your new name.
It looks well pleased. Don't forget to say hello to it when next you see it around.
All right, Bubs. What can you do for me? Well, you can feed it, which may sound like a terrible idea. You're just kind of throwing away resources. But hear me out. Let's go ahead and give it an orange. You definitely want to give this thing fruits and pretty much nothing else. Because it will like it. Its affinity will go up. Not that the affinity actually matters. You get 100 bond fragments, which that right there alone has paid off that ring that we made. We can also pet it. Again, the affinity will go up, not that it really matters. Press B to back out of this, and it will shake out some more bond fragments, 100 of them. So right there alone, we have 2 rings that we can make. Or, alternatively, we can put that towards something else that is also very useful. Now, dressing it up, I mean, this is just a way to make it look fun and, I guess, hilarious. I like the brows. That's kind of funny. There you go. I like it. Scarf color. I went to blue because, you know, Cerulean Jake. But it doesn't really fit. I feel like the red complements the color scheme. So we'll go with that. Alright. Later, Bubs. So I believe, unless I can think of something else to do, which I don't think that there is, I'm going to skip forward to being done with the Somniel. I'm just gonna go through my supports, some bond conversations if I have any. That's it. Alright, so there's actually one thing I forgot to mention. We took a look at this already, but I didn't actually do anything with it. First off, we have a few more achievements we can claim. Get some more bond fragments. That's always nice. Donations. So, in the immediate future, we are actually going to be doing more things in Firine. So, if we were to give Firine a little gold, per se, you'll notice that we get all of these rewards whenever we explore a location in Firine, which happens every single time you complete a chapter here. Particularly, you will notice that the iron, steel, and silver outputs will go up by double. Very, very worth. Let's go ahead and pay them off 5,000 gold. We also get a harvest, a little bounty here. So that's pretty cool. Give us something to work with for a while. And you'll notice that the price goes up. This is not worth doing anymore. Not only is it too expensive, but if you look at the rewards that we get, the percentages and the exploration rewards, it's just not really worth it. Not to mention the immediate reward, we just get clothes that make us look like we're from Firine, and if you know how I am with aesthetic things, so long as I don't look stupid, I really don't care. So, that's gonna end what we're doing here in the Somniel. We're gonna go ahead and head on to the next chapter. That way we can go ahead and take advantage of what we just did there with the donation. Hop over here to Chapter 5, Firine Castle. Let's go right in.
There's the castle.
It's so quiet. Where are our knights? Or the Elusian soldiers, for that matter?
You said they were marching toward the castle when you left. They've probably made their way inside.
But then, what of the townsfolk? What of Mother?
Let's hurry.
Hate to break it to you, Queenie, but our forces have taken the castle. This is the part where you tell me where you've got the ring stashed in here.
Who's to say?
Is it inside the castle? Out on the grounds? I'm asking all polite like. Come on! Ugh.
I'm not in the habit of speaking to lowly vermin. That's all that you are, the lot of you.
The mouth on this one. You think I won't gut you where you stand?
I'd recommend against it, darling.
Lady Zephyr!
After all, Her Majesty can't tell us much of value if she's dead. Now, I come bearing news. One of our soldiers said he spotted the princess fleeing before we arrived. How curious. Did you perhaps give that daughter of yours the ring for safekeeping? Oh, well, isn't this tragic? We'd simply hate to resort to violence. You leave us no choice. By virtue of your silence, we will now kill every living soul in this castle one by one.
Please, no!
Mother!
Mother, we're here!
Alfred, Celine.
Oh, look. The kids are home.
You Elusian scum! Get away from her!
Who's going to make us? I'm glad you've come. Now we can see for ourselves if the princess has the ring.
No! Please! Leave my children alone!
Of course, as long as you tell me where the ring is. Ah, young Celine does have it, doesn't she? We'll have to kill her then. The prince too, for good measure. Take Her Majesty away. We'll continue our conversation later if need be.
Unhand me!
Mother! Let her go!
All right, enough with the dramatics. Huh? You look familiar. No, it couldn't be. Who are you?
I am the Divine Dragon.
Such lies. Lumera is the last of her kind.
Shows what you know. The Divine One was asleep for 1,000 years.
Really? When did that beastly woman have a child? Very well. Perhaps you can tell me what happened to dear Lumera then. I've been so worried about her since that awful battle at Lethos Castle.
How do you know about that?
How indeed.
You stole the rings? You killed my mother?
She died? Oh, that poor dear.
Murderer. I will avenge her.
Why, I didn't kill her. I will say your coming here was quite helpful. Assuming you are the beast's offspring. Because that means you have them, don't you? The rings of the Hero King and the Holy Knight.
You'll never take them. Never. You were after our ring.
I won't waste my breath on explanations, but I will tell you this. The Kingdom of Elusia has freed Lord Sombron from his imprisonment.
The Fell Dragon has returned? No.
Of course, even we couldn't have accounted for... you. His return must have awoken you. Show a little gratitude.
You're wrong. I awoke because of my mother. Because she waited for me. All these years.
A touching tale, I'm sure. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Is this it? Are we starting the chapter?
Wait!
Almost.
What can we do? To start, we defeat these soldiers and take back the castle. I'm not going to let them hurt Queen Ev, or anyone else.
Get the rings. No prisoners.
I was hoping you'd say that.
See, she's clearly meant to be a stronger individual. Here's the thing. So many heroes' tales would be cut short and evil would win if the bad guys just went all out to begin with. And they just never do. So once again, we have all of our units available to us. We don't have to leave anyone behind. What we will do, however, is we're going to go to Emblem Rings, and I want Chloe to take one of the good ones here. Let's take... I feel like she gets more out of the spur effect. Not to mention, being weighed down, the extra speed is really nice. So let's go ahead and go with the Anna Ring. Louis, on the other hand, I don't necessarily plan on using him long term, so just to give him a little bit of SP gain, we'll go ahead and give him Katarina. There we go. Everyone that matters has a ring. Now, as far as inventory goes, there is a bit of moving around that I would like to do. Let's go ahead and trade the hand axe over to Vander here. I imagine he can make some decent usage out of it. Unfortunately, we don't have any good axe users. I do want to go ahead and put away the vulnerary. Only need one. You're doing fine. Bensalier. Here's the thing. I think since you have Sigurd and you could always get access to a better lance just by engaging, I'm going to go ahead and put Fensalir over on Chloe. It's also a fairly lightweight, I say fairly, lightweight lance that has some good damage attached to it. So I think it's a good equip on Chloe for fairly long term. We also have a bunch of really good weapons available to us now, so let's go ahead and get access to those. Like I said, I'm going to be taking advantage of everything that is available to us. So while we're probably going to use the Iron Lance a lot, seeing that the Silver Lance literally takes us down to 0 speed, there's nothing wrong with having a big, powerful weapon at our disposal. And speaking of someone who doesn't really care about their speed, you can go ahead and take that Steel Lance. We also got a Silver Axe, which I guess, again, like, I can't think of a situation where I'm ever going to use Boucheron. So, I mean, just for the sake of giving you something, I'll give you the Steel Axe. We also got a Silver Sword. You are our only sword user that actually wants to use a sword, that is. So I guess I'll give you the Silver Sword, just to hand it out. Celine, are you able to use the Steel Sword? You can. May as well take it. Though I doubt you'll ever use it. I think we also got a steel bow, but we didn't get a silver one. Yeah. That's perfectly fine. We do want the steel bow, so we'll take it. And that's going to be it for us. Let's go ahead and swap positions around and get this party started. You are in position to kill that guy, so we'll leave you there. We want Alfred over here so he can start taking care of this. This thief right here is going to immediately be making his way up to the treasure chests to plunder them. And we don't want to let him get away. So we need somebody with high mobility, and I'm sure you understand what that means. We'll also put some other good characters over here. Put you there. Put you, I guess, right here. Get our mage on the back line. Put you over there. That looks good. So we'll save. Have at it. Defeat the boss. Can do.
The door's locked. What should we do?
Yeah. We're gonna bust it down.
No time to find the key. Let's use brute force to knock it down.
Let's see if we can one-shot you. That we can. Perfect. Looks like resonance is already paying off.
All flowers eventually wilt.
All right.
I should have used... I wasn't thinking. Damn. Am I able to access the convoy? I can. Is it in the convoy, or... It is in the convoy. I guess I could use it now. It just won't be as useful because I'll have to end my turn to do it. I completely forgot about it because of how long the Somnial stuff takes.
I'm listening.
You can reach, but then you put yourself in severe danger. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. What you can do is you can click retry, and it'll take you right back to preps, but it'll save everything that you changed. Sort of take you back to turn 0 if it turned out to not be as good of a turn 0 as you thought. There is one thing I forgot to do, and we're gonna go ahead and do it. I want the boots. So the boots, these are going to increase your movement by 1 permanently. Putting this on your main character is never a wrong decision. And that is exactly what I'm going to do. We will dole out the other stat boosters to characters we care about later. But seeing that we have so few of the characters we want to use long term right now, we'll wait. Actually, there is one item we're going to go ahead and give away right now. Chloe has a problem with dealing damage, and we're going to fix that. Energy drop. There we go. Now Chloe should be dealing some real damage. We're already good on all that. Let's just save again. No. Don't return to the world map. Fight. Yeah, skip all of the dialogue because we've already seen all that. Let's try this again.
My will is firm.
One-shot this idiot. And we can also skip this battle because we've already seen him die. Next, we can actually reach this guy, which is what I was aiming for. Unfortunately, we can't double him. But what we can do... How much damage do you do? I know this is risky. But you deal 11 damage. So... that'll do it. So let's go ahead and run up here. This is pretty risky. Our bond went up, which is nice. Attacking an archer at range with a flyer. But we have a very good chance of hitting, so it'll be fine.
Simple enough.
Perfect. Get some EXP on a character I care about.
Understood.
Go ahead and bait him out with the Armor Knight. Now let's start worrying about what's going on over here. If I do that, you can reach. If I go here, you can't. So let's go ahead and hit with the steel bow, because we weren't going to double anyway. Bingo. Right on the mark.
What's our move?
We can get you moved up to finish him off. You're already doubling me. But the Iron Lance gives us good hit rate, so we're going to keep it. Excellent.
This is what I trained for.
We also have that spur attack from Etier. I don't think that we want to move. We just want to stay here and keep getting the bonuses from the pillars. The avoid bonus. Let's go ahead and take a look at the effective ranges.
Whatever you say.
I want to put my healer in a situation where she can get to anyone that needs it very quickly.
What's next?
Boucheron, you're going to pick up an item for us. You'll just move over there, and you will move here. Yes, I have already noted the treasure chests, as well as the thief.
The castle's under siege. Mighty fine time to nab some treasure.
Thieves? Here? Now? That's the last thing we need. We'd better stop them.
See, here's the thing. He talks about we need to stop the thieves because they're going to go steal. And that's bad. And then you just go pilfer the chest yourself? You don't give it back. You keep the contents. It's just kind of funny the way that it's portrayed. Take absolutely no damage from that guy. Don't even care about his existence. This guy will do a little bit to us if he hits. Oh, very nice. Don't have to deal with that. I seem to remember that this guy will not move no matter what. So what I'm going to do here, if it'll make me reach, is I'm going to engage. I know I could have done the animation there, but it's fine. You'll live. So yeah, it says that he's going to try to attack us, but I don't think it actually does. So we're gonna run up here. How much? There's 79 on the Silver Lance, and it puts him in kill range of pretty much anything. So we'll go ahead and do that. Damn, okay. So, let's go ahead and show you the usage that I was describing earlier. If we use the Time Crystal, we can go ahead and make the RNG work in our favor. Let's move over here and attack this guy, get him dead. We have 100% accuracy, so we'll get the bad RNG out without having to pay for anything.
I had to stop you.
Very nice. Gotta level up. Not a great level up, but, I mean, we need those stats sometimes. How much damage do you do? We can attack, and you will kill him.
All flowers eventually wilt.
Perfect. We'll switch over to Fencelir. There we go. Knock him out.
I'm sorry.
Now let's go back over to Alfred and see if we can make that RNG work out. Like I said, I'd like to use this. There we go. We are going to take those 2 hits, which, something you should know about daggers is that we are now poisoned. Now, if you've played any video game ever with poison in it, you're going to think that you know what that does, and I assure you, you don't. The way that poison works in this game is that you will now take an extra point of true damage for every stack of poison that you have. So, is there a way I can look at that? No. Normally, the way poison works in various video games, which including Fire Emblem has been the case, periods of time you will just take a percentage of damage to your health. Not how that works. It's not like a creeping slow death type of effect. It just means that now people are more effective at dealing damage to you. If I remember correctly, this will allow you to deal damage to enemies that you can't even hurt normally. I don't 100% remember that that's the case. I'm sort of spoiling it here by saying that, yeah, this isn't a great effect, so it doesn't get used very often. It's kind of hard for me to remember things if it's not that important. We'll use the steel bow. Hopefully we can land the hit here. Well, we can do more than just land the hit.
Pretty weak.
Put him down. And then gonna move up here, get some damage in, because you're gonna try to kill Chloe, and we don't like that. We can tank that just fine. We'll also block you off with Boucheron. And just to ensure that Boucheron doesn't randomly die, I'll chain guard him. I know, I don't really care about Boucheron, but may as well. Go ahead and take some of that, get the EXP. Move you here. And pass over to Phase. So, something just happened, and this is what I was hoping to set up. This will happen every single time you play. Alright, got an HP, got a speed. It's good. Oh, wow. You actually... Huh.
Unbelievable.
I was not expecting that.
This is so embarrassing. I'm gonna pull out.
Okay, so since we're in classic mode, we technically can deal with that just fine. But I'd like to continue using it. Ooh, don't need to go back that far. I'd like to continue using Etier, so let's rewind it. Well, there's a simple way to handle this. We're just going to do the exact same thing we just did.
Don't break too easily. I can still do more.
Gonna hit this guy. Just like we did. Gonna block off here. And we're gonna move right here. Because I don't think that you're gonna have the speed. You have speed of 8. Yeah. Oh, you know what? What am I thinking? There is a way that we can fix this. And we won't get doubled. If we go over here and trade the weapon and put the iron bow at the top, suddenly she will equip the iron bow. As you can see, our iron bow is equipped now. So now she's not getting doubled. This does expose Clan to danger, but, I mean, he'll be fine. He's dealing 16. I reduced that by 4. So yeah, I'll take a good bit of damage, but he's not gonna kill me. He'd have to be much faster to do that. And then we can chain guard Boucheron like before. Works out perfect. We can go ahead and hold the A button to speed this up, since we've already seen all of it. Get the same level up because we're on fixed growths. I also don't think we changed any of the RNG, so we would have got the same thing anyway. I accidentally skipped that. My finger slipped. So who can we take that?
Our
Let's go ahead
foes are
and
strong.
run down here. We don't have a very good hit rate with Folkvanger, thanks to this stupid... I do remember something about this. I should mention that another effect I haven't covered. Do we have access to all of them yet? I think we do. It might be time to cover all of the subclasses. If I'm missing one and I'm not remembering, then I'm sorry. But I think that we've run into trouble so much, we need to just go ahead and cover it. So, Dragon doesn't really do much. It's just that the unit gains a bunch of different effects when engaged with emblems. That in and of himself gives him so much utility. Flyers, a sub-flying class, they ignore all terrain effects, including positive ones, so you should note that. And you can also pass through spaces that other units normally can't. Now, I want to note that just because Dragon said it gets a bunch of bonus effects whenever you are linked up with an emblem, does not mean that Dragon is the only one that does that. I showed you before that we are getting a bunch of bonuses from this because we are a cavalry unit paired up with Sigurd. Every single one does that. Speaking of cavalry, cavalry units tend to have higher movement. There is no extra effect to that. It's just a note that cavalry units have higher move. Armored units. They have a really nice sub effect. Armored units ignore break effects from having weapon advantage, which is awesome. I wish that armored units were better, because this is such an awesome effect. You will randomly get broken at inopportune times, and it really sucks when it happens. But Louis and anyone else who promotes into an armor knight or a general will have that effect. Next is backup. You've already seen what this does. If I am in range to perform an attack, then Boucheron will be able to chain attack. We've been spamming the heck out of this one. You already know what Key Adept does. It allows us to use the chain the Chain Guard command. Next up, we have Mystical, which is going to ignore the avoid bonuses that you get from terrain when you're using magic. Pretty helpful, especially in this scenario where the foe, as well as Etier, has Covert. You double the avoid bonuses from terrain effects. And that is why we're having so much trouble hitting this guy. And why we're going to need Clan to take care of him. So this is about the best we're going to do. Let's go ahead and hit him. We could have got a little more damage out of Clan if the Divine Dragon was down here. But we're just going to see if we can hit him. These all have the same accuracy, so let's just, I don't know, Liberation sounds fine. See if we can hit him. Nice!
Dream well.
Perfect. So this is the thing that got lined up earlier, and it will happen every single time you play this chapter, and this is why I recommended this. It is a very risky move. But if you would like to try, this feels very good to do, and I really enjoy doing it. Now, I do need to be able to dodge, so I think I need something that's going to give me a little more speed, and that's going to be Rider's Bane. Not going to do as much damage, but it should be fine. I do want to go ahead and do some math here. 22 reduced to 11, and then also going up by 1, be 12. Take 12 damage once, I assume. Yeah, once. And this one, he's going to deal 16. Reduce. We'll be fine. So long as we don't kill this armor, or not armor, axe, we will be fine. We won't be enjoying ourselves, though. So let's go ahead and do it. Rider's Bane Override.
One strike will decide it all. Here goes!
I did actually forget to calculate my poison chip. That sucks. Good stuff. Got momentum. We want to stay right here, so the Armor Knight has to, or not, I keep calling him Armor. The Axe has to attack us.
That wall. We could catch the enemy by surprise if we do that.
That's actually a terrible idea, but won't get into it. So, worst comes to worst, we can try to warp Ragnarok over here with Celine. So let's go ahead and get her moving over. Get you moving as well. Same with you, get you moving. We will heal. Clan's not as important.
Thank you.
Let's see what happens.
Oh no!
Damn. It took the hit. Okay. So, the reason that this isn't such a huge issue is that we can do this right here.
It's all training.
We can run away. We can open the chest, but just in case they come running after us, I personally recommend we go ahead and pop a vulnerary. These guys are going to come to us, so we can go ahead and take advantage of this right now. Yep. Just kill him with fire. Easy peasy.
I will not forget your loss.
And preferably we can kill you with Fenslayer. And we can. That strength buff really paying off. And that's all the threat that we need to deal with over here at the moment. So what I would like to do is go ahead... I don't think we can bait these guys out. But let's go ahead and try, because this guy has a hand axe. But I think they won't move until we first try to enter. Healing done.
Yeah. Thank you.
So, we have a little bit of just basic stuff going on. Stuff I don't really need to focus or talk about. And with that being the case, let's go ahead and start leading toward a comment question of the day. Leading up to this, I was considering what various projects I could do. I had just finished Pikmin, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do to replace it. And of course, Pokemon is still on the table. It's a lot of hard work, and I've been having trouble wanting to get back into it because it's been so long that I don't remember how I was doing it. I would have to take the time to remember how to do all of that. Very nice level up, by the way. I'd have to take the time to remember how to do all that, and I don't know that I want to do that. That is a lot of work.
For you, anything.
I think I can just kill you. I can. There we go.
You were a good fight.
So this whole situation over here is now completely resolved. And it looks like we cannot bait these guys out. We have to destroy the front door here. So I was considering my options, and I went ahead and I wrote a few down. I've since erased them, so I'll just have to remember them. But that's okay. I remember the three ones that stuck out to me the most. The first one was this. Let's back up a little bit, because I wanted to say, of course, it had to be consideration. I had done Pikmin 1 and 2, one right after the other. So it begs the question, should I just go ahead and do 3 and then maybe 4 after that? Just get them all done and out of the way. And I didn't want to do that because Pikmin is a special series to me. And I don't want to just get all of them out of the way and then quite possibly never come back to the project. That's not something I want to do. See what we get. We get Obstruct. It's an interesting spell. Some saves hinder enemies by stopping their movements or placing obstacles in their paths. That would be exactly what that is. So I had considered it, and I just don't want that to be how I treat the game. I want to treat Pikmin with a little more, I guess, respect is the way to word it. I just don't want to lose all the Pikmin games immediately. So the 3 big considerations, I had a few written down, but these were the big 3 that I was really considering. The first of which is this. I really liked the idea of doing this game. I thought that finally putting a Fire Emblem game on my channel and actually finishing it, Armor Slayer, another very good weapon. We're going to want to hold on to that. I definitely want to put a Fire Emblem game on my channel because I love this series so much. And I really want to stick it through and finish this one. Really wish it would stop doing that, but I don't think there's a way to turn it off. Automatically jumping back to the main ward every single time you start the turn. Auto cursor. Used to be able to turn it off, but they removed that option, which sucks. But anyway, I have a lot of respect for this series. Have I played every single one that is in English? I want to say I've played every single Fire Emblem game that is in English, and I think there's only like a couple that I haven't finished. I know I haven't finished Radiant Dawn. Radiant Dawn, as good as people say it is, it has a lot of departures from how Fire Emblem is normally played, and I found that hard to keep up with. Just because I was wanting to do all the things I normally know how to do. And those strategies don't work. What else? I think I've beat every other one. I haven't beat every single path on 3 houses, so I can't say that I've fully beat every single story that the game has to offer, but I have beat 3 houses overall. So the next one I was considering doing was Breath of the Wild. I think that would be an interesting one to play because that game has a lot to offer. It is pretty chill, pretty relaxed. And I would be able to continue doing the project for a while. So I'm not going to have like a high turnover rate for that one. The last project I will get to in a minute. I want to go ahead and talk about what we're about to do here. We want to hit this with as much strength as we can. Because we want to break it down. I don't think that running in with Alfred will be necessary. So have him hit that. Check the range on that. Check your range. You have a Rider's Bane. We want to be careful of that. So what I could do... 1, 2, 3, 4. No matter what, you'll be able to reach if I have Jake attack. Is that okay? How much damage do you deal? You deal 13. That would really suck. Especially with this guy following it right up. He would also deal 13. Maybe, well, less because he's an axe. I could go ahead and just engage. It would put us on a clock. So if I engage and I attacked you with the rapier, I would end up killing you. Most likely dodging your Rider's Bane as well. Let's go ahead and do that. Well, most likely doesn't mean a whole lot, but we do get some HP back. So that's fine at least. Rider's Bane, also a pretty good weapon we're going to want to hold on to for a while. It's not the world's best weapon, but certainly not bad. We can take this guy out with magic.
I will not forget your loss.
Very, very nice. And we'll wait here. You have a hand axe. That is something I forgot, but we can handle that with Chain Guard. Get my flyer up in here. The archer's not in range, so it's okay. Get Vander in here. Get you there. Put you over here. That'll be our turn. So, yeah, I was thinking about this game. I was thinking about Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild ended up being like 3rd place of the games that I wanted to do.
Eventually wilt.
2nd place. I want to put Xenoblade on my channel. I really like those games. I don't want to go all the way in depth. I think that there's too much to those games that I would spend so much time. I just don't want to put that much effort into it. If you want an in-depth way to play Xenoblade, somebody who will let's play it and show you everything that there is to see, go check out Chugga Conroy. He's already done 1 and 2. I'll be honest, I can't imagine 3 is too far in the horizon. Unless he randomly decides to do X first. I want to put all the Xenoblade games on my channel at some point, but I just don't want to do literally everything. Especially in the first one. The first one, in my opinion, has the weakest mechanics and the least to really enjoy. I think that's sort of par for the course. I think you can sort of come to expect that. A game should get better over time. That said, I do feel that Xenoblade 1 probably has, I'd say, the strongest story of all of them. All of them have really good stories, but I felt that Xenoblade 1 was just an incredible story, and this could be just... this could just be nostalgia talking. Because I played Xenoblade back when it was on the Wii. And while I didn't get very far at all, I do remember liking it and thinking it was cool. I just couldn't figure out how to handle Tephra Cave. So yeah, I didn't get far at all.
Here until the end.
And then I ended up playing it after I understood the system a little better. And wow, I really enjoyed that game. Exactly why I'd love to put it on my channel. That said, having played Xenoblade 2 and 3, it's hard to argue. The gameplay is just significantly better in those. I am always a fan when you have more options that don't feel that it's so open-ended that there is going to be one optimal strategy. I always like very open-ended systems that allow for lots of different strategies to work. I don't like stuff... I'm going to point to 3 houses on this, Fire Emblem 3 houses. I don't like systems where there is a clear best strategy that every single character should be taking advantage of. I also don't like when games distract too much away from the core gameplay. Xenoblade doesn't have too much of an issue with distracting from core gameplay. It's just that the combat itself isn't as fun, in my opinion. So, anyhow... yeah, I really enjoy those games. I would love to have it on my channel one day, but ultimately I decided for this one. So, what was the point that I was getting at with all of this? Well, comment question of the day. Of those 3 games, obviously I'm not going to cancel this project and move over to the ones that you would have preferred because you say that you would have preferred it. I'm gonna finish this project first. Just out of curiosity, if you had those 3 options available to you, which would you have picked? Whether you were in my position and you were the one recording it, or you could just say, as a fan, what would you have preferred to watch? What would you have picked for me to Let's Play? Just something I'm curious about. I'd like to hear the answer to that. Okay. There's a few things we need to handle here. There's 2 archers, which means it's really hard to enable Chloe to do anything. So let's go ahead and mark their ranges. There is one particular place I could be, but I can't reach it, is the thing. So what I would need to do instead is engage.
My muscles are yours.
I want to go here. Can I kill you? I can. So I will.
This is what I trained for.
I'm going to back up and I'm going to block the archer. That enables Chloe to come up here, finish off this swordsman.
Simple enough.
Followed by Etier, who is far enough away that if we want to use her, we're gonna need to use her here.
Pretty weak.
Very close to a level up. Bram is at full health, so if we end up needing to chain guard, we can. We're going to go ahead and use the rapier to kill you, but in order to take no damage, we're going to lodestar rush you. We'd end up wasting it otherwise, so may as well.
This is it! Dream well.
Got bond level 8. And a sword proficiency. That'll be important later. Well, not on Jake, but on other people. That'll become important. So I believe if we set our Armor Knight right here, we can get a choke point so that the archer can't get in. Now that said, how much damage do you deal? You have a hand axe. How much would I take? 13 at a 50% chance. I would be sure to die to the archer. I'll go ahead and heal.
What a joyous feeling.
But the healing ultimately won't matter. That's a decent level up. Because no matter what, we'll end up dying if we get hit by this. We do have the Draconic Timepiece, or whatever it's called. The crystal. Hit. Miss. No. Yeah, we can't take this.
I will not forget your loss.
I don't think we can afford to allow that to happen. Because now you deal 16, I negate 6 of it, that's 10 damage, that's enough. Can't save you with that. Nothing here that I see can save you, so we do need to use the time crystal. Let's back it up. Let's see if we can change any, Oh, wow. It's a lot of... Noatune and Silver Axe are actually quite close in damage. Let's see if we can change our luck. It could also just engage. Out of curiosity.
Please grant me your strength.
If I were to say, oh, I don't know, Warp Ragnarok. Interesting. He would die. Okay.
Grant me strength. All flowers eventually wilt.
Very cool. Move up Boucheron. Move up Clan. Make sure we don't cover up the Emblem energy because Jake is going to need it. So I had mentioned that it's a bad idea to go through that side wall. I don't know what it is, but every single time I go through the front door, I have a significantly better time at blocking units and dealing damage, picking off kills that I need. It's all just so much better off for me when I do it that way, versus when I come through the side, I just get so overwhelmed, and I don't know why, because it's fewer spaces that I have to block. I can just stand. I can't cover it because it'll cover the whole thing. Like, I can't point to the specific spot I'm pointing at. But if I just stand here and here, but one space to the left, I've choked the point. But it doesn't matter. It's just too much. Not to mention this candelabra being here, it restricts how many people can actually get in to attack me. I don't understand it, but I've always thought that the doors are a much better way to come in. Now, this situation is a little rough. Here's the first thing I want to know. Do you kill me? You don't. You only deal 14. And I one-shot this guy. So that's absolutely what we're going to do.
You were a good fight.
That Rider's Bane coming in clutch. Unfortunately, we realistically can't do anything. I think, honestly, I just want to stay, like, right here. It's fine. I don't think that we should do anything with Jake. I think we should possibly back off and get Emblem energy. Because what we could try to do is we could try to just end the map by killing him now. But I just don't think that we'll be able to do that. Because Celine can't reach, because we already used Warp Ragnarok.
If I can,
which means
I
if we
shall.
want to use Celine, we're going to have to do it right here. And we're not going to do it that way. We're going to move Louis up here. We're going to heal first.
Thank you.
So we definitely don't want to get killed.
Yes.
Move you here. We will attack. Fire. I think Seraphim actually does one more point of damage, so it's worth using
I will
it.
not forget your loss.
But I mean, I'm not thinking about it. We want to go ahead and knock out all of these guys. We want this guy for sure to go. I think we can commit to this.
I'm sorry.
Vander's getting a bit low, but I don't think we care about that much. Let's back off and let's get some energy. I like this idea. Let's go here. I think I'll be blocked in such a way that I can afford to use the steel bow and knock this guy out.
Scatter like petals. I can still do more.
Then we can stand right here with Boucheron and block this. So that's all looking fine. And just to get rid of this guy, we'll go ahead and attack him.
For the Divine Dragon.
Thank you, Vander. Now, he has plenty of options of people he could attack. This one makes sense.
Those rings of yours are gonna be mine, mine, mine. Reward, here I come.
You do deal a lot of damage, but we aren't that worried about it.
That all you got?
This one's a tough opponent. He can keep on fighting even after taking a fatal blow.
Revival Stones! So, this is going to be something they're going to start doing on pretty much every boss from this point forward. If their HP falls to 0, they will recover all of their HP. And in some cases, they will get even stronger. So, I like this idea. I think it's really cool to have to take out your opponent more than once, because bosses don't really feel much like bosses. It's kind of hard in Fire Emblem to have a good boss fight. Unfortunately, Celine can't reach anymore. Neither can Jake. So that sucks. I think we can effectively run away with Chloe, if that's what we end up wanting to do. What I could do... Yeah, let's run away. Let's move you also away. And I'm going to block the way with tankier units. Right there's fine for you. Right here's fine for you. Though I do see a... Well, you don't... Oh, you did. I just saw it right as I clicked away. Vulnerary is in your future. We'll also block right here to make sure he can't get to Chloe. Move you down and out of the way. Move you down. You heal up Chloe. So now, he's going to be forced to come to me, and all of my stronger units are going to be in range to attack him. Including Jake, who we can't expose because he's a sword unit and probably won't get hit anyway.
You invaded my castle and threatened my mother. I'll slay you where you stand.
Oh, the Prince of Flowerland is threatening me. I'm real scared.
Alright. We lose our engage, but that's alright. Move up. We'll give you a good pop with Louis here. Actually take some good damage from this guy. I'm not too worried about it though, because we definitely plan on killing him here. Attack with Celine.
Looky here, the runaway princess. I'll make you fly the coop again.
I am not running this time. It will be you who flees for your life.
Honestly, I like Alfred's more, because you're insinuating that we're going to let him go. I like the idea of killing him more. Let's go ahead and finish this with... Chloe, can you hit? You do. Alright, we finished the first health bar. That should allow us, with a full engage, to waltz up.
Lend me your strength.
Do a Lodestar Rush. We'll do... Silver Sword is our strongest, so since we don't have to worry about missing, we'll do that. That said, it does look like he needs a little bit of a chip in order to make sure this works out. This should work. There we go. Even dodged the return. And now he's dead for sure, which means we can go ahead and... oh, yeah, I forgot the canter. Which means we can go ahead, move over here, get a little bit more of healing EXP.
Others must need you as well.
Thank you. Engage. Lodestar Rush. Silver Sword. Say goodbye.
I will show you no mercy. Prepare to die.
Ooh, the Divine Dragon. If I kill you, I won't have to lick her boots anymore.
My prayers are with you.
Yeah, about that. You're dead.
I better get out of here.
Not a bad level up. We got the 3 most important stats. Seraph Robe, we'll definitely take that. Another level of Bond. And that's the chapter. Chloe's the MVP. Very cool. Go ahead and get a save.
Alfred, Mother is in the back room. She's okay.
Oh, that's a relief.
Thank you, all of you, for rescuing me. My children, you're safe. What a relief.
We have a guest, Mother. Someone came all the way from Lethos to see you.
The Divine Dragon?
Queen Ev, it's an honor to meet you. I'm so glad that you're all right. I've come here by invitation of Prince Alfred.
Just look at you, awake at long last. I am Ev, the Queen of Firine. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome you.
The Divine Dragon has come to help our country, Mother. We were just in time to rescue Celine. And get this! The Divine One summoned Emblem Celica from our ring!
A legendary emblem. Oh my, how extraordinary. Thank you sincerely. You have my deepest gratitude. My family is safe because of you. You are blessed with the same powers as your mother. How is Queen Lumera?
Well, she's gone. My mother passed away.
No, that's awful. I'm so sorry.
Some intruders entered the castle. They tried to kill me, but she gave her life to protect mine.
Oh, how tragic.
I'm glad that I could spare your children the pain of losing their mother.
My heart goes out to you.
Forgive me. We've only just met, and here I am, laying my grief at your feet. I just wish I could have saved her too.
Divine One, while I cannot take away your sorrow, perhaps I can help you bear it. To reunite with her and then lose her so soon, I can only imagine how painful that was. For now, allow yourself to grieve, knowing that I grieve with you.
Thank you, Queen Ev. Your warmth, your kindness. It's almost like she's here with me.
How are you feeling?
Better. I'm sorry you had to see me like that.
No, we shouldn't have dragged you into all this right now. I'm sorry, Divine One.
As am I.
But if I hadn't left when I did, what might have happened to you, Celine? Or you, Queen Ev? I'm proud to serve people in need, like my mother did.
Thank you.
Now, the Elusian leader. She said her kingdom released the Fell Dragon. I take it that's why the corrupted are appearing in Elios again.
Now there's no question that the Fell Dragon's after the rings. Which means we need to hurry. Head them off before they can reach the next one.
Queen Ev, Your country's ring. May I take it?
Of course. The kingdom of Firine gives it with love, trust, and gratitude.
Thank you very much.
There is something you should know, however. My kingdom has another emblem ring in its possession.
What? Since when?
There is another ring? Here in Firine?
It was kept secret to avoid conflict. For generations, knowledge of this ring has been confined to the monarchs of Firine. However, now that the Fell Dragon has arisen, it is best to dispel the shroud of secrecy. It is commonly thought that the Divine Dragon gave one ring to each country's leader. However, Firine received a second. The Ring of the Dawn Maiden.
I see.
To ensure that no one would find it, the ring was hidden away far from the castle. It rests in a shrine on the Brodian border.
Oh, I remember those old ruins.
What? You do?
Yeah. Mother took me there after Father died. She told me to keep the location in mind. At the time, I didn't know why. Now it makes sense.
I was preparing you for the day you became king.
I'll take everyone to the shrine. From there, I can continue on with the Divine Dragon.
So, you are leaving, Alfred?
Yes. I want to do my part to end this war. With your blessing, Mother, I'm going to help the Divine Dragon bring peace to Elyos.
Mother, I would like to join as well.
Alfred. Celine.
You have my blessing. I know you will serve the Divine Dragon with honor, on one condition. Swear to me that you will come back alive.
I swear it.
I swear it.
Thank you very much, Queen Ev.
I trust that you will take some time to rest prior to your departure. The journey ahead will be arduous, but know that you are all in my prayers. May good fortune shine upon you.
All right, got some money. Not really much to blow it on right now, but hey, we'll take it. All right, let's go around the castle. Unfortunately, since we are indoors, there's not any animals here. But that's fine. As you saw there, we got 40 iron ingots instead of getting the usual 20. So, right now, is it all that worth it? Nah, I mean, 40's... it's okay. Excuse me. It's okay, but it's, you know, it's nothing, like, sensational. Anyway, looks like we're done with that chapter, and we can head back to the Somniel. Let's go ahead and get our bond fragments, and let's beat it out of here.
Hey there. You're the Divine Dragon, right? Got a second to talk?
Who might you be?
Me? I'm a blacksmith. You can call me Kelne.
And I am Pinet, a clothier. Pleased to meet you.
I'll cut right to it. Our friend Durton wrote us and said he opened a shop at your base. And, well, we'd like to go there too. We'll be a real help. I can strengthen your weapons.
My clothes and accessories won't win you any battles, but they will catch eyes and turn heads.
If Durton vouches for you, that's good enough for me. Please, come along to the Somniel.
Really? That's great. You'll be glad to have us around, I promise.
Indeed. Thank you, Divine One.
And thus, one of the most useful side characters, followed by one of the least useful side characters.
Okay, I think I lost him.
Really? You sure about that, darling? You're shaking like a leaf. I take it you failed to obtain the ring.
Apologies, ma'am. Those guys were tougher than they looked. But I can tell you things. Stuff that'll help you track it down. Like the fact that Princess Celine ran off with it. The Divine Dragon has it now. Pretty good info, right? What do you say? How about we call it even this time round? I won't let you down again.
Oh. How naive you are. After you fail me once, there is no second chance.
No! Please don't kill me! Please don't kill me!
I am sorry, my lady. Apologies for the mess. And our failure to acquire the ring.
I was expecting to get at least one. At least now we know that Lumera is dead.
Yes, but there's another divine dragon to take her place. I can't believe that beast had a child.
It does explain why she was so willing to sacrifice her life.
What should we do?
The battle at Lethos Castle took its toll. We're in no shape for another confrontation. We'd best lie low for a spell. Leave them be, for now.
Understood.
Wow. Ain't that something? But anyway, it looks like we're done. We have, oh my god, so much good stuff to do in the next chapter. Oh, all the good stuff they just unlocked for us. Right here in the Somnial. Oh, and I mean, playing the chapter is going to be fun too. But in the Somnial, so much good stuff. I can't wait. I'll see you guys in the next one.